Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have a Transformers Robots in Disguise review for you. This is Paralon. He is kind of a retool, but mostly just a repaint of Scorponok that I've already taken a look at. The deal with him is they modeled his head sculpt after the Scorponok in the original Beast Wars series. So we'll take a closer look at that. As you can see here on the packaging, it's still the original Scorponok head, just painted purple. They didn't actually draw the new head, but it is on the figure. Taking a look on the back, you have transformation instructions. Otherwise, just robot mode, scorpion mode. Not really much else going on in the back of the packaging here. So yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll bust him out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer look. So here he is out of the packaging. As you can see, his color scheme is primarily purple. It's lighter in some spots. The claws are kind of a darker purple, but I think it's just because they're made out of a little bit different plastic. Some nice yellow highlights here on the tail and on the side of the claw. A little bit of pink here, a little bit of pink in the midsection as well. Nice Decepticon symbol in the middle there. Comes with the same sword that comes with Scorponok, so that is exactly the same. The main difference, the main retool, of course, is the head, so let's get in close and take a look at that. Of course, my light doesn't want to cooperate. See if I can get that. So I really do think it's reminiscent of the Beast Wars head sculpt. He's got the visor like Scorponok had, and the same kind of mouth and the little kind of curl-ups. Almost look like kind of claws on the side of the face. So I think that's nice. I think it's a pretty good job. I'm not really sure, why they decided to reference Beast Wars. It's not like it's an anniversary or anything, but, it's fun. I like it. I'm glad they did it. At first, I thought I liked the color scheme of Scorponok better, but this color scheme really has grown on me. At first, I thought it was just like a little bit too much purple. But it really has grown on me. I like it a lot. I'm going to remove the sword here. Articulation is the same. Head is on a ball joint, so that can kind of move around up and down. The shoulders lock this in place, but you can lift this up so you can get the ball joint underneath. Then there is a bicep swivel, pretty much 90 degrees at the elbow. They have these weird hook hands, but they can hold the sword. Ball joint in the hip, thigh swivel, and then you have a swivel here and a swivel here. So if you really wanted to, you could straighten out the legs, but that's just kind of the motif. He has these kind of back legs, and then a little bit of ankle movement for the transformation. But he can stand pretty well. He looks good. Not a whole lot of kibble on the back. You can have the tail out if you want. If you want to kind of push it all the way in, you can. If you like that look better. I personally kind of do. Like keeping it back, unless he's using it to attack. And then, of course, like I said, you can go ahead and pop the sword in there. So I do like this guy. Like I said, I think I might like him a little bit more than Scorponok. I don't know. Definitely didn't think that was going to be the case, but he's grown on me. I don't know if he's on the show or not. I'm kind of going to guess that he's not. I'm definitely behind. I have only seen like maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes of Season 2 of Robots in Disguise, so I don't know. But this guy is a Toys R Us exclusive. I don't know if he'll ever eventually be available anywhere else. I know like with Megatronus, the Toys R Us exclusive was a slightly remolded head, so it would make sense. Scorponok is the wide release, and this guy's going to stay a Toys R Us exclusive. So if you're looking to pick him up, that's where you have to head to. Even though it is the same transformation as Scorponok, I'll run through it real quick. So transformation is fairly simple once you get the hang of it. You're going to unhook these shoulder pads, because they kind of peg in here to the side of the torso. These really big tabs. And then you're going to open them up. They split down the middle here. Just like that. Let me get a little bit closer. And then you're just going to kind of bring these down, and they kind of swivel around. And then they will close over top of the hook hands. Just like that. They don't like 100% snap in or anything. They just kind of close around them like that. So you're going to open this one up and do the same thing. Rotate it around. Close over top. And then you just kind of hold these out to the side. Just like that. You can pull this away. You're going to have to move the tail back out of the way if you have it up against the back. Pull this out of the way and kind of rock it up. At this point, you're going to rotate the scorpion head out, and that'll snap into place. Then you can rotate the head around 180, and this just kind of like sinks back. It doesn't really go all the way, at least mine doesn't. And then you're going to kind of rock this into place here. You can see the tabs that the shoulders are pegged into kind of fit in this natural groove, and that'll go back like that. Then you're going to straighten the legs out, fold them in half just like that, and then you can see there's a tab up here, and that's going to peg into this hole here. So you'll have to rotate at the thigh swivel, and then rotate that up, and peg it into place. Very simply like that. Do the same thing with the other leg. Fold it in half, rotate at the thigh, bring it up, tuck it in. And then you're just going to fold these scorpion legs down, get the tail in the correct position. Whoop. And there you go. There's your scorpion mode. Exactly the same transformation from Scorponok. If you want to put the sword in the tail, you can. Up to you. I think it looks a little weird, but it is possible to do. Otherwise, I like it. The scorpion mouth can open and close, which I think is a nice little feature. But yeah, I don't know why. You would think like a sand camouflage colored scorpion would work better than a purple scorpion, but again, I kind of like the purple scorpion more. It's just personal preference. But I think it works. It's a decent little scorpion mode. The purple's fun. Again, I kind of would have liked maybe just a little Decepticon symbol up here on the back just to kind of break up the coloring, but not a huge problem. Just would have been neat in my opinion. Overall, like the Scorpion mode. Again, you can attach this, but I kind of don't like the look of that, personally. I have to say I like this guy a lot. Definitely more than I thought I was going to. If you already have Scorponok and you're not looking to get a second one, I can understand that. If you're okay with buying two, I definitely recommend picking this guy up. If you haven't bought either of them yet, I kind of would recommend Paralon over Scorponok. Just because, I don't know, I like the color scheme, I like the head a little bit better, he's just a little bit more interesting to me. But again, that's me personally. You might love the color scheme and the head sculpt of Scorponok better, and by all means, you know, pick them up. Either way, I think you should get at least one of this mold, because it is kind of a fun mold. It still has the kind of little nitpicky things I have with Scorponok, where I wish that the giant claws would somehow connect to the hook hands in Scorpion mode, so you don't get that kind of rattling sound. But the transformation definitely gets easier over time. The more you do it, the easier it is, and I think you get more comfortable with it. I like the legs. The hook hands bother some people, but I don't think it's that big a deal, especially since he can still easily hold the sword. So I don't really have that many problems. The rattling of the claws in Scorpion mode is probably my only complaint. Also, it would be nice if they could actually open and close, but again, I don't think it ruins the mold. It's just in an ideal world where I could pick all the features I want this to have. Those would be nice. But I still think it's a fun mold. I kind of think this guy's the better of the two versus Scorponok. If you can pick up both, I recommend both. Again, I would say this guy over Scorponok, but it's just personal preference. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd like to hear you guys weigh in. Scorponok, Paralon, both. What are your thoughts? Please like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Warrior Class Paralon from Transformers Robots in Disguise, and thanks for watching.